What is up, guys? Day-to-day Gamer here, and I am going to be showing you the Scorching Sandpaper Desert in Paper Mario, the Origami King, and how to get every single collectible in this beautiful purple ice-cold landscape. So let's jump right in, and we're going to start with the easy ones, the not-so-bottomless holes. They're easy, but they're also strewn about all over this large area, so in case you missed any, I'm going to show you where they all are. So this first one is just on the side here on the far west, just kind of southwest almost. And then there's also this one here that is harder to miss, gigantic one underneath this question mark block. It takes a whole lot of confetti, but yeah, otherwise it's very easy to get, hard to miss. Just make sure you have a full confetti bag. This one here is on the side of this this sort of rock cliff face. It's near this lizard if you haven't got this lizard toad yet. A lizard toad, I love that. So grab that one as well. That don't need nearly as much confetti as the last one. The other one, if you just go actually up on that cliff face, there's the door to a sensor lab. So you can just fill that one in and then also unlock the fast travel to the area, which is the best part of the sensor labs, if you ask me, is just an additional fast travel, so you don't have to just rely on the pipes. This one here, you'll actually want to go up into this tower. This counts as part of the Scorching Sandpaper Desert, so in case you were missing one and didn't come up here, you have to just fill in this one on this sort of stone tablet, or whatever this is, this scripture area. Fill that one in, that knocks one off your list. The other one is sort of on the north-facing wall, just a little bit east from that tower. You just have to fill in this one on the wall here, and you'll get that one completed as well. There's a whole bunch in this little area in the southeast, sort of this ruins area. There's a whole bunch left to get. So there's near the entrance of it when you first show up. There's this one here on the ground, and then there's also another one just way back here, sort of where the entrance is to go to where the cafe is. You'll have to actually clear it if you actually want to get into this area here. So harder to miss unless you're really you're just choosing to avoid that area. If you actually go into that area, go all the way east into this sort of like pathway towards the cafe, you can actually unlock the cafe by filling in the mushroom on the door. And then back in the ruins area, just to the north of that ruins area, there's another one on the wall there as well that you want to get. Again, harder to miss, and it's near a question mark block if you need a little bit more direction. This one I didn't grab for whatever reason the first time when I was right beside it. Right when you come in, there was the two there. I grabbed one of them and then came back and grabbed this one. So there are two by the entrance that you might want to grab on your first trip around. And lastly, this one I had to come back to because I didn't have enough confetti, but it's just to the west of the Shroom Tower. Hard to miss, but if you don't have enough confetti, you'll have to make a note of it and come back to it like I did. Alright, so moving on to the toads. Let's start off with the easier one, which is after you unlock the sensor lab. Obviously, as with all the sensor labs, you can go inside and save the helpless scientists who just seem to always get stuck in their machinery for whatever reason, or shoved into their machinery, whatever the case is. Either way, save this fella, open up the fast travel, and let's move on to the next one, which is the lizard on the rock face. The way you get it is you just jump down, and your whole body just slides him right off the rock face, and then you can hit him with your hammer. Otherwise, he's out of reach. That's how I did. There might be another way to do it. I thought that was way more hilarious. So slide on down and just knock him down. This one is actually stuck in the sand, and it might actually be hard to miss it, but at the same time, it's a large area, and if you just happen to not take this pathway, you might not find this toad. So this one's just south of that shrine. This one is just in the area with the cafe. It's actually stuck in the cactus, so hit the cactus a few times with your hammer, and this toad comes flying out. Next, in this ruins area, you'll see this scorpion here, just chilling out. That is obviously not a real scorpion. That is a toad. Hit him with your hammer and save that toad. It's in, like I said, the ruins area near the question mark block, or at least this first question mark block. After you restore heat to the desert and the sun to the desert, you can come down to this area here, use this magic circle on the ground to summon our favorite fire elemental, who looks like Moltres from Pokemon. And it looks a lot like Moltres from Pokemon, right? Like, that's not just me, right? Like, it looks a lot like it. Anyways, you'll use that to melt the ice, and you're going to free Captain T-Ode, the legendary captain who has stolen the name of our favorite Captain Toad for whatever reason. And after you save him, that's going to actually count as one of the toads that you have saved. So if you were one toad short and wondering where it was, it is the legendary toad that you have to save to get that full completion. And after you do, that will be 100% of all the toads. So let's move on to the collectible treasures. So coming just south of this, all these bird statues that are in a circle, you'll come all the way to this ruins area. And there'll actually be a dig spot on the ground here. You'll see the light all shining in a little circle here. There's a bunch of them all over the desert, but this one in particular actually has a collectible treasure, and it's the boot car collectible treasure. So dig that one up to claim your first collectible treasure. Next is actually this one right here. So this is just southeast, just a little bit from the Shroom Tower. This is also another collectible treasure, just randomly put here, which is the cactus. There is one more collectible treasure, but I'm going to come back to it. So I'm going to show you all the question mark blocks, and then I'm going to do the final question mark block and the final collectible treasure at the same time because they're one and the same. So let's just go into the question mark blocks here quickly. This one I showed you before. You have to clear all the nuts bottomless hole underneath here with the confetti to be able to jump up and hit this question mark block, and that'll claim you a nice flashy hammer, and that'll be question mark block number 1. This one comes directly northeast from the circle of bird statues, and there will be a block with 100 coins in it. Not very exciting, but it does get you one step closer to 100% completion. This one, you'll come back into this area with the cafe that I had showed you a couple times. And when you first come in, there'll be a question mark block right near the entrance here. Jump up and hit it and claim your ice flower. That is the 3rd question mark block. Next one, you'll have to just come back to the ruins. There's actually 2 here you can see. You'll get the first one with the shiny fire flower, and then the next one is literally just north of that. Watch out for this little spiny here. He's a pesky little brat. The last one here is right here. You need to actually hit the ground with your hammer, and it produces the question mark block. But when you jump up here, there's actually another question mark block. And not only does that get the question mark block, that also gets the Temple of Shrooms collectible statue. That is 100% of the collectibles. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped you out, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.